Hey guys, Fishburne here. We are in the middle of a Bass Champs event in the Central Division, and we're having a great season so far, but here's what I want to do, something a little bit different on today's show. We're going to take a look back to the championship event that was in Shreveport, Louisiana last October in 2014. And John McCalmont and the guys did a great job. We're going to throw it to John in just a second, but keep this in mind. Mother Nature played a big factor in this event. 220 teams fighting it out for $200,000. Let's go to John.
We're about to cover day 2, Red River Championship action right here, and behind me are 2 teams. Look at these guys. They are poised and ready because first and second place are both Skeeter bass boats. Second place is Skeeter bass boat worth over $50,000. First place is Skeeter bass boat worth over $70,000. On the line, 40 places paid back. These guys are going for it along with over 200 of the best teams from the Skeeter Bass Champs Tournament Trail. We've got a lot of action coming up for you. Hold on.
As a former pro on the BASS Tournament Trail, to years as the hilarious MC of Bassmaster Tournaments, to being the funny man host of 4 outdoor television series, Fishburne has made a name for himself in the world of outdoors. But it's been over 15 years since he's competed in a tournament. Well, now he's back, fishing Skeeter Bass Champ events, the top team tournament series in the United States. But he's not doing it alone. He's roped his girlfriend Eve to be his partner as they travel the Lone Star State to compete against the best grassroots anglers in Texas. So get ready, this could be fun. Skeeter Bass Champs with Fishburne is brought to you by Skeeter, outrunning the competition one at a time. Yamaha, performance that changes the game. Progressive, boat insurance and more. Humminbird, fish smarter. Minn Kota, anywhere, anytime. Chevron-Dello, let's go further. Under Armour, armor for the war offshore. BioBore, family of fuel additives. Ford Trucks, the best in Texas. Berkeley, catch more fish. MK's Customs, for your auto custom needs. Taylor Oil Company, your one-stop shop for Chevron-Dello products. Fun and Sun Boating Center, supporting our local anglers. And Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right stuff, low price, every day. Skeeter Bass Champs with Fishburne starts now.
So the guys at Bass Champs make a decision to go back to the Red River in Shreveport, Louisiana for the second year for the championship. And for first place, they decided to give away an FX20 Skeeter bass boat. For second place, a ZX 250. Doesn't get any better than this in team tournament fishing, trust me. Okay, John McCalmont had a chance to talk to day 1's leaders. Here he is.
Gary and Gary from the central region of the Skeeter Bass Champs Tournament Trail right now, sitting in second place. You guys came in today with a little shy of 10 pounds. What's your game plan to take home a new Skeeter bass boat?
We'll go right back to the same spot, and we're going to flip.
How many fish did you guys catch today?
We had 4 keepers total.
And now all you needed was 3, right?
It was it.
And you got that again for tomorrow?
I think so. Yeah, I believe so. I feel good about it.
How much weight do you guys need to bring in tomorrow to take home one of those Skeeter bass boats?
It would be nice to do another 10 pounds.
Yeah, another 10 pounds would put you at around 19 and a half pounds, and that could ice it for you.
We could catch 10 real easy.
Nick and Brett from our Eastern Division right now sitting in first place, and of course you had a great day. How many keepers did you catch?
We caught probably about 25 today.
25 keepers. Did you leave anything for day 2? I mean, you know this is a 2-day tournament.
Oh, there's plenty.
Very, very nice. So you caught a bunch of keepers today. Going back out tomorrow, of course, with 11 pounds today, you probably only need to bring in 9 or 10 pounds tomorrow to really be in contention for first place.
We're shooting for 15.
Wow.
We're going to give it our best. We know they're there, and I think we can do it. We just have to get the right bites in the boat.
Well, there you have it. The stage is set for day 2 action from the Red River. Now, the Skeeter Bass Champs television show is going to come right back, so don't go away. We're going to be on the water with the leaders from day 1 to see if they have what it takes to stay atop the leaderboard to walk away with that brand new Skeeter boat powered by Yamaha.
Skeeter Boats continues to set the standard. Introducing the all-new ZX225 and ZX250, a tournament package that includes the performance features that you demand, including the best standard features in the industry for one low price. Now's the time to get the Skeeter of your dreams. Experience the all-new ZX series along with the complete line of 2015 Skeeter boats at your local dealer. And see why there's never been a better time to eat, sleep, and fish Skeeter.
Yamaha VMAX SHO, the game changer. The pros knew right out of the first hole shot that the VMAX SHO was the real deal. VMAX SHO exceeds two-stroke performance, delivers four-stroke efficiency, and is packed with legendary Yamaha reliability. It's the faster, stronger, smarter, lighter family of VMAX SHO outboards from Yamaha.
Wait! Excuse me, son! What you need is BioBore EV. It gives you full protection, prevents, and cleans. It protects, stabilizes, and rejuvenates. BioBore EV. That ethanol buster.
Protect your investment with the oldest, most certified family of fuel additives in the world. BioBore, the name you can trust.
He's fished here for decades. He knows every hump, every drop-off, every contour. He's dedicated his entire life to understanding this single body of water, and he didn't know squat about it until 2 hours ago. AutoChart Live lets you build your own high-definition maps anywhere in the world in real time. Only with Onyx. Only from Humminbird.
Welcome back to Skeeter Bass Champs television show. I'm Fishburne, and we're going to take a look back at day 2 of last fall's Red River Championship. Day 2 starts off in the rain just like day 1. A cold front is pushing through. We're going to join our top 2 teams from day 1 in the boat. Let's catch up with them as they go through checkout and see if this weather is going to play a factor in their decision making.
What we're going to do today is we're going to flip. We're going to flip, and flip. I think we can catch a big fish. Yeah, we're going to punch the hyacinth. That's where we've been catching fish. We're going to be throwing the same bait. Each other will do the same thing. We're not changing anything.
As you can see, we're getting a little bit of rain showers. Got cold front pushing through, but we're going to go stay with the same game plan that we did yesterday.
Yeah, we're going to try to see if we can get back on our frog fish, and if that doesn't work, of course, we always have our swim jigs that we're going to keep throwing. We'll just see what this little cold front does for us, see if the water temperature changed or not, and give it our best.
While Nick and Brett make their way to their first location, Gary Wofford and Gary Weimer have already got lines in the water at their day 1 spot, punching the abundant hyacinths with plastics.
Oh, man. That was a good pull down. It was? Yeah. Good. Did he hit it when it fell or what? When he picked up and ran off with it? Got him. Yeah, you too, huh? What was going on back there? A little fish or what? I don't know. I think so. I think they were just not eating it. Gonna have to let it chew on it a little bit. It's good to get bit, though.
Gary and Gary know there are bass lurking under the vegetation, and they'd love to put an early 3-fish limit in the boat. Day 1 leaders Nick Simon and Brett Ballard have arrived at their first location, a long, shallow ridge where they're throwing spinnerbaits and frogs looking for keeper number 1.
No. Oh yeah, finally got one to bite. Well, the one to bite and stay on. But the main thing is they just keep moving around. They don't just sit in one area. They move back and forth up and down the ridge.
With Nick throwing a spinnerbait and Brett flipping a worm, they've each pulled in a bass off their shallow ridge, but it's not the size they're looking for.
It's cute.
Meanwhile, Gary and Gary are still looking to hook up on their first bass and still thinking about those 2 short strikes they got earlier.
Like I say, when you only get 4 or 5 bites a day, It hurts when you get 2 pull downs and don't get either one of them.
But they're gonna stick with their pattern because they know the bite can turn on in a hurry. And things are turning on for our day 1 leaders at their shallow ridge. Brett has just put their first keeper in the boat on a frog.
Smoked it right at the boat. That's what we needed to break the ice. Frog. Wow. 1 keeper. Yeah, I mean, we hit it right at the boat. I mean, right there. But I mean, all this water is maybe a foot and a half deep. It's real shallow. And it drops off on that side to about 3.5. This side it gets to about 2.5. Where was that at? I bet you there's one in this big patch right. Good one?
Yep.
That's a good one. It's gonna keep. Make sure you put them on board. $14.5. And another one on the sand tone spinnerbait.
When you go to the Red River, look for a couple of different features that hold bass: water hyacinth and lily pads. You know a topwater bait is fantastic if it's weedless, and the #1 weedless bait around that stuff today is a frog. Okay, so let's talk about a new frog on the market, the Sebile Pivot Frog. What's special about it? Well, of course, it's realistic, it's very soft, it's got this giant wide gap pivoting hook with the lowest center of gravity on the market, which allows it to walk a little bit better. And it pivots around, so you're gonna get a really good hookup with Mr. or Mrs. Bass. Now, the thing I like to always talk about is braided line. It works a lot better for the walking situation when you're frog fishing. It doesn't stretch and it just imparts more action. And then you need a stout rod with a lot of backbone, but a relatively light tip. Well, the guys at Abu Garcia came out with a Veritas 2.0, and it's the Frog series. It's written right here on the handle, so you'll know exactly what you're looking at when you go to your local retailer. But I like that light tip, I like the braided line, I like the Pivot Frog, and I'm able to cast this thing very accurately. Guys, that's a big thing. It's not just chunk and wind, it's put the bait where you think the bass is based on your experience fishing that body of water. Pretty neat Pivot Frog. Get you one.
I would definitely recommend Dello products to my friends, my family, my coworkers, anybody else who owns or operates a boat, a business, backhoe, a track hoe, dump truck, anything that has fatigue, wear, bearings, grease fittings, grease zerts on it. I would recommend the Dello product. The Dello products that we've used have substantially minimized our operating costs. Seeing the wear eliminated, that's enough proof for me. Seeing is believing.
Thought I told you to stay off our turf.
And what would you know about turf, Skipper?
Let's end this here and now. Let's dance.
Whoa there. Progressive covers boats and RVs, okay? Plenty of policies to go around.
Oh, I'm the bad guy.
You threw a fish at us, so...
Yeah.
Coverage for land and sea. Now that's Progressive.
Hold it right there. The Minn Kota Talon locks you onto a fishing spot with unmatched speed and stealth. And when Mother Nature tries to knock you off your mark, hit back with the strongest hold on the water. Talon, stand your ground.
I saw stars like a blanket. I saw people just like me. There was a light moving forward. I got the world in got you. I got the world and I got you.
Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right stuff, low price, every day.
Welcome back to the Skeeter Bass Champs television show. I'm your host, Fishburne, and guys, we are looking back at the 2014 championship event, day 2 from the Red River.
Got him.
Our top 2 teams have really been struggling, and the team of Gary and Gary, as you may know, have not boated a keeper. But remember something, 3 key bites, and who knows how this thing could turn out.
That's a good one.
Day 1 leaders Nick Simon and Brett Bellard have 2 keepers. They caught one of those bass on a spinnerbait, and they caught the other one on a frog. A couple of key fish could put them right in line for that FX20.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah.
And there's a limit for our day 1 leaders.
Number 3.
Brett put this one in the boat on a spinnerbait. Now if they can just upgrade 1 or 2 of those keepers, they'll put themselves in position to take home one of those brand new Skeeter bass boats.
Number 3.
Gary and Gary are still plugging away on their day 1 pattern, punching the hyacinths and looking to put their first keeper in the boat.
Never mind. Woke us up though, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
We finally get to see a fish.
Put it real close to the wind.
There he goes.
Got time to catch 3. Getting kind of spooky. Almost knocked him off.
What is he?
I hope he'll measure.
Gary Weimer pulled this small bass punching the hyacinths, but it's got to measure at least 14 inches to go on the live well and put them on the board.
Nice short here. Promising.
It is promising to get 2 quick bites when you haven't had a fish in the boat all day, but day 2 is quickly slipping away from Gary and Gary. They might need to have a serious discussion about their game plan for the remainder of the afternoon. Meanwhile, Nick and Brett are looking for a monster kicker to keep them in contention for that new Skeeter bass boat. They're still working their original locations with the spinner baits and plastics.
Oh, you saw that?
Yep. Come get it, come get it.
God, dog. Jeez.
Throw your worm in there, see if it'll eat it. I'm gonna put a sinker on one and let her off. Got it.
Good fish, good fish.
Sometimes I gotta call up.
That's an upgrade. Where's the beam at? Good call, Brett.
Throw that worm in there.
Threw that frog in there, and he come out following that frog. We saw the wake right behind him. Then we turned around, grabbed the little red shad worm, threw right back in the same hole where he was at, and caught him.
One on my right. Let's keep her.
That's how it's supposed to work.
That small upgrade will help Nick and Brett a little, but the weigh-in is looming, and they'll need to locate a monster bass pretty fast to be in contention for that new Skeeter bass boat. And as time is winding down on day 2, Gary and Gary have turned to flipping plastics around banks for the short amount of time they have left. They need to get on the board.
Barely keeper.
He'll be close.
Yeah, he'll be a keeper. That time we got a keeper. I think.
Gary puts a bass in the boat, but this bass still has to measure 14 inches to go in the live well.
Looky there.
And it looks like it does.
We broke the ice.
Finally, just in time to head to the weigh-in.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna call that boom. Yeah, there's one for Ronnie. Boom. Boom.
Nick and Brett are milking every last second out of their fishing time to try to upgrade just once more. And who could blame them with 2 brand new Skeeter boats on the line? This one's not going to help them. It pretty much sums up the second day for our top 2 teams.
Not a worm fish, not a small fish.
The bites that both teams did get on day 2 just weren't on par with the keepers they brought to the scales on day 1.
Well, we're getting beat. We've done everything we can. And we have not done very well. And that's it.
Well, the team of Gary and Gary were able to put 1 small keeper in the boat. That's a lot of pressure to deal with. And then Nick and Brett, hey, they caught a limit. They even culled a fish. That's the good news. The bad news is they weren't the kickers that they knew they were going to need, or at least thought they were going to need to walk away a champion. It just goes to show you guys, in a 2-day event, it doesn't always hold up.
Fishing is a passion. It is a sport like no other. A combination of determination, the right tools, and time on the water. A dedication like no other. At Fun & Son Boat Sales, we're dedicated to your on-the-water experience. So when you're in the moment, nothing will get in the way. Fun & Son Boat Sales, 2 convenient locations. Look for our new tournament support trailer at local bass tournaments. Fun & Son Boat Sales, supporting our local anglers.
Hi, I'm Randy White, General Manager of Taylor Oil Company. We've been servicing the Metroplex for over 60 years with quality Chevron products and dependable service. But don't take my word for it, take the word of one of my customers.
I'm John McCalmont. I don't own a fleet, just a couple of vehicles, but I like to change my own oil, and Taylor Oil takes care of me every time.
At Taylor Oil Company, our #1 goal is customer service. Whether you're just changing your oil at your house or you have 1,000 pieces of equipment, we can take care of you.
Taylor Oil Company. Call or visit online today.
I'm Kylie Peterson, owner of MK's Customs, and I specialize in customizing your ride.
Tires, wheels, suspension lifts, bumpers. Trick out your Jeep. Custom leather, nav and sound systems.
I'm Chad Potts, president of Bass Champs, and MKS Customize My Ride. Let's see what they can do for yours.
MKs can even customize your ATV.
Let MK's customize your ride to fit your personality.
Your total auto accessory store, MK's Customs, located in North Richland Hills. Call or stop by to customize your ride today.
Hey guys, welcome back to Skeeter Bass Champs TV. I'm your host, Fishburne. And what a neat show this is. We're looking back at the 2014 championship event from the Red River in Shreveport, Louisiana. And as you have seen, we've been following the big teams, the guys who have a shot at winning that Skeeter Yamaha package from day 1. They're heading to the scales. The crescendo is coming up next with John McCalmont. Check this out.
Very good. 11:01 on the way. Some new leaders right here. Hold those fish up. You guys are in the lead for a brand new boat right now. Gary Wofford, 190 on the way today. They had about 9 pounds yesterday. What changed?
Just pretty much everything did. They weren't there. All we caught off our spot was small fish, and they were extremely short.
Guys, you knew you needed 11 to 15 pounds today, and of course, I know you were swinging for the fences, but one fish, you know you can weigh in more than one in the tournament.
I understand. It was tough. It was really tough.
Yeah.
But the fish we had, they were gone today. But we tried hard.
In hindsight, anything you would do differently?
I don't think we could have fished any harder. Maybe had some more time to spend some, looking for some good other spots, like similar to where we were catching yesterday.
All right, our day 1 leaders are on their way up. They had a little over 11 pounds yesterday. They need 869 to take the lead today. Rebulard and Nick Simone. Got it. I finally said it right. 572 on the weight today. I know it wasn't what you were hoping for.
Guys, you knew you needed around 11 to 15 to really ice this deal. You were real close with the 3 fish limit. You just needed a kicker today. What happened?
They just they completely turned off. We know that the water temperature had dropped a couple degrees. No wind really killed us first thing this morning when our bite was really good.
So you're just going to blame all this on the weather, Nick? Because I mean, there is a front stalling out right over the top of us, and the weather is kind of doing some funny things.
Right, exactly. And like you said, the front really did affect us a good bit. We took a gamble in staying back up in pool 5. We had another area down in pool 4, and we had one more left up in pool 5, but it would have killed probably about 2 hours of our time. So we just made a team decision just to stay exactly in the spot we were and just try to wait them out.
Your winners for the weekend, they had a day 1 weight of 944, a day 2 weight of 1101, for a total weight of 2045. They're going to win a brand new Skeeter FX 20 with a Yamaha show, about a $70,000 package. Big round of applause for Rusty Clark and Corey Rambo. So tell us what you did to catch the fish. I know the guys that are here want to know.
We caught all of them in one little spot as big as our boat. All 6 fish had come out of that one spot. We found it in practice.
Rusty Clark and Corey Rambo, no strangers to the Skeeter Bass Champs television show. Guys, you knew going in to day 2 you were in excellent position to take home a win. How did you put together the winning stringer today? What was the key to catching the right fish to get that 11 pounds to take home a brand new Skeeter bass boat?
Fish management, for one. I mean, I feel like we did a good job of managing our fish yesterday. We all 3 of our fish come out of the same spot yesterday, and we left them alone for today and milked them for everything they were worth today. So,
what was the pattern, the technique that you were using to get those fish in the boat?
Man, everything we caught was on the frog. Yeah. Everything, 2.5 foot on just on the outside edge of the pads.
Skeeter Bass Champs with Fisburne is brought to you by Skeeter, outrunning the competition one at a time. Yamaha, performance that changes the game. Progressive, boat insurance and more. Humminbird, fish smarter. Minn Kota, anywhere, anytime. Chevron-Dello, let's go further. Under Armour, armor for the war offshore. BioBore, family of fuel additives. Ford Trucks, the best in Texas. Berkeley, catch more fish. MK's Customs, for your auto custom needs. Taylor Oil Company, your one-stop shop for Chevron-Dello products. Fun & Sun Boating Center, supporting our local anglers. And Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right stuff, low price, every day.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. There's another exciting episode of the Skeeter Bass Champs television show from Shreveport, Louisiana. That was pretty cool, that championship.
It certainly was, yeah.
Think we can qualify?
I hope so.
How about a special thanks?
To John McCalmont.
John McCalmont did a great job in that show. I mean, that's a lot of work, being in the boat with those guys, watching them catch all the fish. You don't get to compete like we are this season.
It's exciting. It's very exciting.
I don't know where the championship's going to be, but I hope to see you there. See ya. Ready, Ann? Right now. That's so stupid. Weiner, Mainer, Reener, Stucken, Flickle. Kickers! Ready, Ann? Too stupid? It's too stupid. Hey guys, bam! Another killer show with Eve. What? Man, she's on fire! I gotta go, but join me at basschamps.com for more information on the tournament circuit and results. And don't forget about gofishoutdoors.com. We'll see you next week.